I mean,
How very, 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 very well done all that just now was. All right, here we go. We will, let's start.
Oh, Russian bots.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's an interesting line to start off on. Sure.
The idea of the shadow ban is that
No, fuck that.
And then it's at your discretion. And if you're anti-Trump, you're like, oh, you know what, Mo was right. Let it go.
the idea of the shadow
It was based off of pro-Trump, anti-Trump. What a shock.
ban is that you ban someone, but they don't know they've been banned because they keep posting, but no one sees their content. So they just think that no one's engaging with their content when in reality no one's seeing it.
See, that idea is to discourage.
It is.
Why talk about nobody wants to see this.
We used to do this on Reddit. We used to do it on Reddit, back when we were
just flag shit down to where it's unseeable.
And it was used to stop spammers at the time. It wasn't designed to stop people from having bad opinions or opinions we disagreed with. Later on, however, it was. That's the problem with it. It started as a well-meaning thing. Got to stop the spammers. Didn't want them to spam. Now, if no one's seeing their tweets or messages, then they're not a problem, right? That's how a shadow ban works. Unfortunately, now it's being used to shut people down for having the wrong opinions.
It's pathetic.
Yes, it is.
Cowardly too.
No, very.
Extremely.
They were saying they don't know if Twitter does that anymore, but apparently they were talking about YouTube.
No, if it's a bot and not a normal person.
Oh, you use machine learning. You look for Trump or America, and you have like 5,000 keywords to describe a redneck, and then you look and you parse all the messages, all the pictures, and then you look for stuff that matches that stuff.
So is it gonna essentially ban certain mindsets and or people who could be negative?
No, it's not gonna ban the mindset. It's gonna ban a way of talking.
Ban a way of talking. Wow.
Oh.
Double plus good there for that guy, huh? Yeah.
Braving Ruin in the chat, and he says Twitter is a waste of time.
Hey, Braving Ruin, how's it going, man?
Good to see Braving Ruin around. Fuck the bullshit. Good to see that guy.
You have access to DMs of Twitter? Oh, I do.
It's a lot of bad press if people figure out that you're shadow banning them. It's unethical in some way.
Trying to downrank it, we're trying to get the shitty people not to go up.
Yeah, they said, oh, this is pro-Trump. I don't want it because it offends me. This, that. I say, I ban this whole thing.
I'm pretty sure every single employee on Twitter hates Trump.
Jesus.
Every employee?
Yeah, I doubt it. The ones who probably voted for him are not going to tell their co-workers that they voted for him because they know they will be ostracized and very likely fired for dumb reasons.
Yeah.
He enjoys having a job. Why would you mention that? Why would you mention that if you like having a job?
Exactly. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
What we can do on our side is actually very terrifying.
Our last video exposed Twitter's eagerness to turn over President Trump's direct messages to the Justice Department. We think today's release will help you understand why. Because although Twitter presents itself as politically neutral, its culture behind closed doors is one of blatant censorship, systematic bias, and political targeting. While many suspected this was the case, today we present the proof out of their own Twitter mouths.
That's what ends up fucking all this up, right?
Yes.
They just fucking say this stuff. They're so open with it because that's how righteous somebody feels when they do this kind of shit.
With no repercussions. Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
None whatsoever.
And it makes people angry because they know what's going on. You lied to them and lied to them. Nothing's going on. And then they find out, I was right all along. And then these people shrug their shoulders
Yeah, they shrug their shoulders. I mean, they've been saying for the longest time that they don't shadow ban anyone. That there's no such thing as a shadow ban. And here, there's this video of
the way they
talking
speak
about shadow
about
bans.
it here, they're almost gleeful.
Almost gleeful, yeah. I would say they are very gleeful. And then when they're finally exposed, they claim that this is a lie, this video is a lie. And then a couple of weeks later, Twitter says, yes, we are shadow banning people. And it's just announced as if it's a feature. And everyone's okay with it. Everyone's
It's like
okay
a
with
feature.
I love
God
that.
damn. Yeah.
So probably about 90% anti-Trump, maybe 99% anti-Trump.
It's really hard to decide what to do about Donald Trump.
Imagine my shock.
Yeah, half of the people want to ban him, half of the people want to keep him.
Does everybody at Twitter feel
Pretty much.
pretty much?
Yeah, I mean, you got to go to Google in order to find the conservative.
What department do you I'm in trust and safety. I do all the policy work for safety policy. I'm in a controversial team.
The
They know.
safety.
They're happy about it too. Like they feel like, oh look, aren't I dangerous, controversial, but you're actually a shitbag.
Look at how gleeful she is.
But can you think of anyone who is less, just less liked than the trust and safety people who come up with the fucking policies?
So fucking unlikable these people are. They are fascists. And they think they're doing the right thing. They think they're on the right side of history, so it enables them to do all this sorts of crazy shit, shut people down, put people in timeout, jail people if they could. And they're happy. They will pursue you to the ends of the earth to make sure you don't get a job if they don't like you.
But you can't do that to them.
No.
You're victim. That's targeted harassment.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because, well, I'm right. Of course I'm right. I'm the good person.
Yeah.
You cracker. Like, they're horrible people. This person knows her scum, but she's happy about it. You get some attention with it, too. But it's like a nervous laughter. Like, people hate you, and you know why. You know you're garbage. You wouldn't have to hide if you weren't garbage, because you're not you're not in an agency. You're not doing anything secret. You are lying to people.
Right.
For your own agenda. You're trying to manipulate people for your own agenda, and you know it.
No, you want to make your side seem like the biggest. Your side is the loudest. The other team, they're this little minority. Don't worry about them.
Yeah,
because you wouldn't be on the right side of history if you couldn't cheat. You are losing, so you have to cheat just to tread water. Look at all the resources these people have to tread, and what they're doing just to tread water with the right now. Look at how hard they have to work.
Yeah.
And the only thing they have left is like legacy money, like Google with AdSense. It's just like a little bit of a legacy money.
Trying to dominate the fucking social media platforms, trust and safety places. Just all of the departments that would deal with all of the bullshit that you really need in order to ban people, shadow ban people, move people up the list, move people down the list. That kind of stuff. They just happen to infest all of those. I can't imagine why.
Olinda Hassan is a policy manager for Twitter.
Was that a Hassan I heard?
Yes, it's Olinda Hassan.
Oh.
Trust and safety. Her team is responsible for Twitter's rules and regulations, determining what content is and isn't allowed. Just last month, Trust and Safety updated their policy in an effort to crack down on racism and other forms of hate speech.
But how do you keep, like my timeline, how do you keep certain things off my timeline? So because people will, read we're trying to downrank it, but you need to also have a control of your timeline. So I've tried to, block people like Cernovich and stuff like that, and mute and stuff like that, but they still show up, all the time. That's something we're working on. I mean, I don't know what to do. We're working on where we're trying to get the shitty people not to show up. It's a product thing we're working on.
We wondered which people Hassan was referring to.
All right,
What forms of free speech does Twitter...
We're actively trying to get the shitty people to not show up.
Not shitty people. Oh, wow, this is just crazy.
Again, remember, it is their platform. They can do what they want with it. But be aware that that's what they're doing with it.
That is what they're doing with it, and no one seems to care.
Well, no, you're allowed to take your fucking business elsewhere.
Yes, you are.
This is what a lot of people are saying to do. If BitChute opened up live streaming, don't kid yourself. Wouldn't be here I wouldn't be worried about being here. Would go somewhere else. It would be different. It's not like we can hop over to Twitch and be able to talk about any fucking thing we do now. but it's where people are essentially. This is where the audience is, and the audience stays here. If the audience isn't going to move, then this is where you come to talk to the people. It's fucking miserable, but it's the way it is.
Through their filter.
Yeah.
We're trying to change the way people speak.
There was a period of time where my name could not be typed into chat for like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
My name would not work if you tried to type it into chat. Now, what the fuck was happening there?
That's fucking crazy.
What was it was strange, wasn't it? And honestly, if you think that them, having it to where, there's a live chat replay, that's so cool. Now we can see our live chat. If you think that's a good thing, you're fucking nuts. They're not keeping up with your live chat for your fucking amusement. They're figuring out a way to ban you. They're figuring out a way to make it to where no one sees you. What do you think Top Chat is, champ? Have you noticed that some of you, no matter what you fucking say, don't show up in Top Chat? No matter what you say, you could say, hi, everyone. You're still not going to fucking show up in the fucking Top Chat. Why
shadow
is that?
banned? You're shadow banned.
And you are automatically set to Top Chat. You don't go to live chat when you turn on your live stream. You go to Top Chat.
Yep.
And most people who start on their phones, they're going to keep it on Top Chat. Most people who start up on they're going to just keep it on Top Chat. They don't fucking notice it. If you think that you are not being fucking watched, if you think that you're not being fucking evaluated on a perpetual basis, you're fucking dumb. As soon as that fucking chat box started doing that shit, as soon as it started, I told you this is what it was for.
Mm-hmm.
About a month later, they roll out Top Chat. How do you think you got that Top Chat became a thing if they're not sitting there logging that shit?
To scrub out the undesirables.
How do you
the
think it
deplorables?
Algorithms, right?
Algorithm. Yep. Your name is tagged with numbers. Yep.
The way that they gather all this information is through a thing called deep learning. Basically, they rely on reports, and if they gather all your social media data, and they decide, okay, you've got views that we don't like, so you're going to be filtered.
Yeah, if you think they don't go through everything, then you're nuts. Tell me there aren't times that you'll type in a search on YouTube, you go back over to Twitter, they're trying to recommend that person to you for you to follow.
Oh, yes. Yep, that's right.
They entangle it all together, and they figure
sometimes
out
it doesn't
when
work
the
quite
fuck they figure out when the fuck they're gonna let you be seen, when the fuck they're not. They figure
Sometimes
out if you are safe.
Yep. It's funny when it backfires on the SJWs because there's a video that a friend of mine made. He is criticizing Star Wars, right? Solo, I think, or maybe The Force Awakens, one of the new ones. Vito Gesualdi, or he made this video and he's trashing the movie, and it showed up in the recommended tab for a lot of SJWs. They said ranting about it. They complained because they're all soy boys. They love Star Wars, and so seeing a review that trashed Star Wars pissed them off, and they got upset at the algorithm. Like, Twitter, fix your algorithm. Why is it showing me this? YouTube, what's wrong with you? You're broken. I don't want to see this. It's funny when it happens to them, but when it happens to us, though, when we are forced to watch some crappy video,
heaven forbid, I've been shown something and I clicked it. This is what's wrong with the world. No personal responsibility. Even when you sit there and actively fucking click a link, you have people who just cannot admit that they are doing something. Don't click it if you don't want to watch it. Don't fucking click it.
Move on. It's not
but
that
it
hard.
exists. My echo chamber.
No, it's past that because it's past the searches now. This is what I've been trying to get this through to people for months, and I don't know if it ever clicked. Maybe it will click today. It is beyond the videos. It is beyond the social media accounts.
Yep.
They're in your live chat now.
Yes.
They watch all the shit you say.
They do. They got nothing better to do.
It started off totally different, totally innocuous. People were almost celebrating about how they get to see their fucking live chat replay.
Yeah.
And you look at Top Chat, see if you show up there. Do you not wonder why? Just do nothing but throw up an emoji that they put up on their thing. See if you see yourself in Top Chat.
Yeah.
Some people will, some won't.
Some won't, yeah.
Wonder why. Why is that?
Because some spoiled brat who's never lived a day in their life has decided to talk down to you and to scrub you out.
Now imagine, now it's in Top Chats. doesn't seem like it's a big deal. But what about live streams? I mean, if all this stuff is automated, only a matter of time before they start censoring people's voices in live streams. They cut you out. So whenever
you won't even have to cut them out, Ian. All you have to do is buffering.
Oh yeah.
You don't. It's not even something that takes that much effort at this point. Yeah. People, it doesn't take anything.
They're keeping it simple for now.
What they'll do is they'll knock you off Twitter because it's connected, and then when you go to live stream about it, they'll cut the live stream short, and then people are like, how do we get in contact with you? Because they won't know because maybe your account's suspended, and then suddenly you're just like gone to them because they won't know how to contact you now.
I know this stuff sounds kind of tinfoil hatty, you know. It does sound like a tinfoil hat where.
But you can hear these people.
No, for real. Wait 3 more months. Let the live chat algorithm work more. See, let it get to the point where you're not even allowed to type anything in the chat because guess what? You happen to be that guy, and they've decided you don't get to type anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Wait on that. That's the next move. There's gonna be like banned chat. There'll be like fucking top chat, live chat, non-existent chat, where people will be shouting into the void and no one can see.
Yeah.
To stop from showing up. Former content review agent Mo Narai shed some light.
Let's say it was a pro-Trump thing, and I am anti-Trump. I was like, I banned this whole account. They'll go to you, and then it's at your discretion. And if you're anti-Trump, you're like, oh, you know what, Mo was right. Let it go.
Wow.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Agree with me. Let me go. Just let it roll.
They did ban it for a while. They did. Like it was one guy. It was his last day on the job. He banned it, and they, everyone acted like he got fired for it. No, he wasn't fired for it. He was quitting already. He decided it would be funny, and he didn't get any penalties for it. People cheering him on. Someone started a GoFundMe to pay for him. To pay for any sort of fees that he might have to pay because he doesn't have a job anymore. And people give him thousands of dollars because why not? Why not? It's anti-Trump, right?
Yeah. It's our personal feelings, not your rights. Our feelings trump it.
It's all about wanting to make sure that you can be told how right you are all the time.
Maybe with this fucker.
His job at Twitter was to review content flagged as harmful, offensive, or in violation of Twitter policy, and ban it if it was. Content review is an integral part of any social media platform, but as Narai describes, it is highly susceptible to abuse.
On stuff like that, it was more discretion on your viewpoint. I guess how you felt about a particular matter.
Oh, so it wasn't automated. It was a user in services person would deem it pro-Trump and take it down.
For example, if it was, they said, oh, this is pro-Trump, I don't want it because, it offends me, that. I say, I ban this whole thing, and it goes over, and you're like, oh, you know what? I don't like it too. You know what? Mom's right. Let's go.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, no rules, no standards, no ethics, nothing. Just I feel it offends me, so I will ban it, even though we don't actually have a rule against this.
Yeah.
This person offends me. He's a Trump supporter. We will ban him because I don't like him. Okay. Seems fair.
Wonder why they're not making money at their business.
This isn't even like someone who's being a radical. This is someone who supported the Republican nominee
for president.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That's all.
That's all. Not even a Stalin worshiper or Hitler worshiper. No. Just someone who voted for Trump. Half of America voted for Trump.
Yeah, half of America. This guy would just censor you if he could. Just like,
Oh, he would. Yeah, he would in a heartbeat. Just like that. No problem.
It's a business. The business is losing money. Like, Twitter doesn't make any money yet.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
And this guy wouldn't care because it's about how he feels. His fee-fees.
Fee-fees. Yeah, it's all about the fee-fees.
I'll get rid of half of the country. I don't care because it's my feelings. We're losing more money. I don't care. I feel nice. You want this guy telling you what to say and how to talk to your friends and your family. Maybe tell the truth to influence them. No. This guy wants to be in control of your life. Do you think that's fair? People in the military, do you think it's fair that this guy
voted for this? No one voted for this asshole. No one voted for this asshole to say, "Hey, yeah, we should allow you to be the arbiter of what is allowed to be said."
And try and shame you because when they suspend you, whatever, it's got you said a bad thing. You're a fucking loser. You can't do anything in life except this, and you bad at it. You're a fuck up. So who are you to tell me anything? You're to criticize me on anything. You haven't done a fucking thing in your life. It's like fit in the same clothes you did when you were 13. Look at that fucking vest.
You know what's funny? What's funny is people talk about Trump like he's unpopular. More minorities voted for Trump than they did for Romney. Tells you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got fewer white votes. Sure, that's not a big deal because it wasn't a popular election anyway. But more minorities voted for Trump. More Asians, more Hispanics, more Black people voted for Trump than they did for Romney. So he's not the racist that people claim that he is.
You look at the economy.
Oh yeah,
people in those races got jobs. They're doing well. They're not being rounded up in the camps and killed.
Allegedly.
Allegedly killed.
Allegedly. Yeah, and FEMA death camps, the ones that Bush was supposed to create that Alex Jones was worried about.
Yeah, the FEMA death camps.
Oh, goddamn.
That's it. You're like, Mo's right. Let's carry on. What's next? Keep it coming.
Yeah, bring me another one to take down. Yeah.
So I flag something that's going to go by you.
Correct. And then, you look at it, you're like, oh, hey, this is pro-Trump. And this might be like, oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, So on the reverse of that, they would just let a lot of the, I guess, left-leaning or liberal stuff to go through unchecked.
It can come through check, and then I'll be like, oh, you know what, this is okay, let it go.
Narai suggests Twitter's content review is more than a safeguard against hate speech. It's a tool used to promote a political agenda.
You made the comment that, Twitter maybe wouldn't, verbally say some things that they, wanted to put in their company policy, but they were kind of unwritten rules as far as the content that they would allow or disallow.
A lot of unwritten rules, and being that we're in San Francisco,
California,
very blue state, you have to be, as a company you can't really say it because it'll make you look bad, but behind closed doors, a lot of stuff was like, hey, you have to do this way, or something like that. It was never written, it was more said.
But
this guy seems like a whistleblower. He's a whistleblower, isn't he? This dude.
He feels a bit.
They're talking to him directly. Like, they're not doing an undercover bit like they are with the others. Like, he's a former content manager, so it seems like he's a whistleblowing here.
He wants to get something off his chest, but he can't. Like, he's almost being forced to say some of these things. Maybe it was a bit harsh him at first, but maybe he understands what's going on. He's being used.
A lot of people know what they're doing is wrong. They know what they're doing is wrong. They know that censorship is wrong. It's very hard for them to admit it when they're in that environment. Constantly.
Does it seem like censorship and like you're doing wrong when you think that you're doing the right thing because, it's pro-Trump, it's pro-racism, it's this horrible fucking thing. We must save the world.
Exactly. It's because
that's how you save yourself from this.
No diversity.
You stay the right guy.
Yep. These places, Google, Twitter, Facebook, there's no diversity of thought, no diversity of ideology. There used to be. There used to be once upon a time when Google was more libertarian than it is leftist. Now it's completely leftist, right? They will do bad things because, they're on the right side of history. But back in the day, they were more libertarian. The founders are libertarian, and now they're not anymore. They're run by different people. The founders, they made billions of dollars. They're no longer in charge. They don't care, right? But the people in charge now, they're the ideologues. They've taken over and they're running it into the ground.
Yeah, they want to do something good with it. Not just run a business, but they want to do something good, something important.
Something good, yeah.
Change
on the right
the
side
world.
Of history.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting. It's always, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, as they say.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like, I don't think Stalin was, he probably didn't think of himself as a bad person when he was killing all those people.
Yeah,
that's important. He was doing the right thing. Yeah.
That's how you got to trick yourself.
May not just be average users feeling the heat. Does Twitter target certain political figures for suspension?
Oh, fuck
and
yeah.
More importantly,
yes.
Why?
I should ask about this. Yeah, it's a really good point.
Pranay Singh is an engineer for Twitter's direct messaging team.
Why did they take his account down a couple weeks ago?
I didn't know we did that.
Yeah, his account went down for a while.
Oh, it might be the U.S. government pressure.
What?
Yeah, they do that.
They do?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they don't like people messing with their politics. And he released.
I don't know how much of that I believe.
It's a political group. That's a political party doing that.
I mean, maybe some. Maybe there's something to that. I don't know if that's
maybe the deep state, right? Maybe
no, that doesn't.
deep state. I I
I'm
think
gonna make
it
this
has a
clear.
lot to do with personal preference, like the
No,
last.
I gotta make this very clear. That does not come from an agency. That comes from a party.
Okay. Could be the Democrats. Probably the Democrats. If I had to guess, I
censoring
would say it's definitely
conservatives,
not
it's likely
Republicans.
it's probably the Democrats.
Yeah, the Republicans have no sway at Twitter. They definitely have no sway at Twitter. It's gonna be a Democrat, definitely, guaranteed.
He said the U.S. government would have done that. Would have asked Twitter to do it.
Oh yeah.
Do you get requests from the government to make
What is Twitter's tactic when it comes to censorship? To find out, we spoke with former Twitter software engineer Abhinav Vodrevu.
One strategy is to shadow ban so that you have ultimate control. The idea of a shadow ban is that you ban someone but they don't know they've been banned because they keep posting but no one sees their content. So they just think that no one's engaging with their content when in reality no one's seeing it.
Shadow banning is a way of blocking users from a social media platform without notifying them.
Adam Baldwin
Tweets
is
from a
shadow banned. Like
Adam
he has
Baldwin
been
is
shadow
shadow
banned.
banned.
Yeah.
Yep, he has been multiple times shadow banned. Like now he's not. I saw his tweets today, but there are many times when I do not see him tweeting. Even though if I go to his timeline, I will see his tweets. I've talked to him about this. He has been shadow banned. I mean, this is a guy with like hundreds of thousands of followers on Twitter. People should be retweeting his stuff. They should be favoriting it. They should be seeing it, and yet they're not. They're just not seeing it. And it's not like he bought, his followers. The guy's pretty fucking popular.
It's Adam Baldwin.
Yeah. So it's weird, right? When it happens like that, and it would shock people if what's the name of that other guy, the actor James Woods, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking him. Yeah.
If that happens to James Woods, if his tweets suddenly stop getting like 1,000 retweets or 2,000 retweets and start getting like 50 retweets, you'll know he's been shadow banned. You know. It's only a matter of time when they fuck up that badly. Yeah.
Here's why it bothers me. As you can see, The Rock has been drug into some shit again, and he didn't even do anything. The Rock's tweet, it's always present on these things. Whoever makes these videos, they are always following The Rock. Do with that information what you want.
Users still appear to their followers, but don't show up in search results or anywhere else on Twitter. It's an effective way of deterring Nigerian scammers and other online fraudsters. But if abused, shadow banning is dangerous.
You just sort of turn off all of the features for them. So like, they still see everything, it's all there. You can like it, you can favorite it, or you can like retweet or whatever. But at the end of the day, no one else interacts with no one else sees what you're doing. So all that data is just thrown away. It's risky though.
Why is it risky?
Because people will figure that shit out and be like, it's a lot of bad press if like, people figure out that you're shadow banning them. It's like unethical in some way, so I don't know. In the past, people have been really, really pissed off about that, and even people who haven't been shadow banned have called it like a really terrible thing to do. So yeah, it's a risky strategy.
And so you go ahead and keep on tweeting.
Yeah.
Even people who don't agree think it's a terrible thing to do.
Oh yeah, it is a terrible thing to do. You're lying to people. It's unethical. Tricking
Manipulating them, using them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really like 1984, trying to unperson people. It's terrible.
It is, yeah.
What?
So why keep doing it? It's just so fucking cowardly, pathetic.
Because they believe that they're doing right. They can't do any wrong.
History, right
So
side
they
of
don't mind.
history.
Yeah, they don't care if they
Even
are.
people who agree with them don't agree with that.
Yep.
It's a terrible thing to do, they say.
It is a terrible thing to do. Absolutely. They know they're doing wrong. They know this is a wrong approach. They know that this is manipulative. This is setting a dangerous precedent for the future of free speech. But they're doing it anyway because they don't seem to give a fuck.
Talking about the wrong things, everybody.
I gotta go, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. I got something to do.
Yeah, he has a very, very important meeting he must get to. He must return some videotapes.
Please be kind. Please rewind. I love everyone. I will be back tomorrow. See you, Ian. See you, Tonka. See you, Van.
I will see you. I'll see you, Rari.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Take it easy.
Bye bye.
And you've been banned and don't even know it.
Yeah. I definitely know Reddit does this, but I don't know if Twitter does this anymore.
Could shadow banning be used to stealthily target political views? Here's former Twitter engineer Conrado Miranda.
I've heard talk that it's a good thing because they'll use it to ban like Trump supporters or conservatives.
It's a good thing.
So I didn't know if like that's just a rumor or if that's true.
She's trying to bait him.
That's a thing.
Now, didn't say racist. Trump
That's the
supporters and conservatives.
Yep, she's smart. She's smart. She basically didn't want to say racist and Nazis, right? Because then everyone would be like, oh, okay, I guess he's just admitting to banning Nazis, no big deal. But instead, she said Trump supporters. Trump supporters.
That's
and he said
conservatives.
Oh, yeah,
she said just conservatives, just Trump supporters. She said the word conservatives. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So how was that done?
Okay, basically Twitter is like a huge set of like the tweets and a shitload of filters on top of it.
Okay.
That's one of the filters on top of it.
Okay.
That's about it. Like that's as much as I know about.
So a feature on top of it?
Yeah, like imagine like you have all the tweets ever that happened like from the beginning of time in reverse chronological order.
Right.
So like until we get to the actual system that like ranks the timeline, we just like we have a bunch of filters removing some tweets. So like we have a stream of tweets and we have like one filter just kicking out some of them.
Our conversation.
Wow.
It does not shock me, but wow.
It's not shocking. It's just it's like, well, you're so open and honest about it. Thanks.
Multiple filters. His own words. Multiple filters kicking people out for having the wrong opinions.
Just a little wrong thing goes a long way, don't it?
That's a reason why, like even my tweets, I might get 1,000 retweets sometimes, right? Maybe 2,000, maybe even 5,000. But I guarantee you I'm being filtered. I should be getting 20,000 retweets. And this is not because I'm tooting my own horn thinking, oh yeah, I should be getting 20,000 tweets. No.
It's just
because
the ratio of followers to everything.
Right.
It would make sense.
It would make sense. Whereas you look at some very progressive tweets, something about how white men are all monsters, that will get 100,000 retweets. And they have only, 1,000 followers. Why is it that the ratio is so fucking high? Whereas my tweets, which are being retweeted by celebrities, mind you, only get, 2,000 retweets tops. Why is that? Odd, isn't it? It's because people aren't even fucking seeing it. That's why. Whereas somebody retweets a tweet that says, oh, this dress is racist. It's cultural appropriation. Oh, suddenly it's got fucking 200,000 retweets. Amazing. Tennessee Marine makes a good point here. He says Twitter banned Bunty King. Let that sink in. Yeah, let that sink in. The least offensive.
The hyper dangerous Bunty King with all those horrible opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I don't see Kanye's tweets anymore.
Kanye shadow banned?
I think he might be. I don't even see his tweets. Strange thing. He tweets daily a lot, every hour, but I don't see him. I don't see his fucking tweets. Why is that? Odd, isn't it?
Everybody who may have started following Kanye in the past month or so, press 1 if you think Kanye is getting shadow banned a little.